Hello once again and welcome to Controverous Corner. This is a segment where we're going to be dealing with something that all of us have thought about one time in our life, probably pondered and wondered, is there something called destiny? And if there is everything already predetermined? Is everything already pre-planned? Do I have any influence on anything if it is indeed predetermined, pre-planned? First of all, I want to think and ask you if you have your own set idea of what destiny might stand for. When I think of destiny, I think of something that has already been set in stone and is unchangeable. Something that is, this is planned. You will go this route. You will not pass go. You will go directly to wherever you're supposed to go according to destiny. I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in destiny, Michael?
I don't believe in that type of etched in stone type of destiny. Well, let me explain what I mean about what I, Controveros, thinks destiny is. Destiny is something you must follow through to. You must get from A to B, point A to point B. Now, that's destiny. What is not carved in stone is how you get there, and whether you get there through suffering or something less than suffering. Whether you get there from a perception that tells you, my God, do I got to put up with this? This is some bad karma. Oh, by the way.
Oh, yeah. What is karma?
I'm glad you asked, because what I forgot to tell you is that we're going to have 3 segments tonight. The first one is going to be on destiny. The second one will actually be on karma. And the third one will be a combination of the two, a smorgasbord, because destiny and karma in most people's minds kind of gel together. And we'll see what we can do when we gel them together and see what comes up.
So you're gelling together destiny and karma?
Destiny and karma have to be gelled together. They're one and the same, according to what I've been studying. And let me tell you something. I don't know anything. I'm just telling you what I've read and some of the things that I've picked up. And you know, I've been a lawyer for over 20 years, and one of the things I've learned to do is to be a devil's advocate. I can take one side and argue it, and then look at the other side and argue that just as vehemently.
Do you want to play this game?
It's not playing a game. It is just looking at our minds and seeing that, you know, we can see things in many different lights. It depends on our perception. When we think of destiny, most of us think of something that is unchangeable. And like I said, I do believe there are certain things that are predestined.
Okay, tell me, I got in a car accident. Am I unlucky? Is it bad day, bad luck? What is it?
You get into a car accident because you probably were careless. And knowing you and me, we sometimes get distracted. Now, what happens when we do have the accident? Was that destiny? You can say that failing to brush your teeth 1 week ago was destined to happen. Or you can say as bullcrap. When I talk about destiny, I'm talking about the most significant things in our lives. Getting into an accident. It's not so much getting into the accidents, but what your actions are when that occurs. How do you respond to an accident? Now, you can view it in a very negative way and curse out everything and blame your ancestors, blame the black cat that crossed your path, the bad luck that you think you're having. Or you can just look at it and say, this is something that occurs in life. We have accidents. We all do. I have a son, 19 years old. Do you know how many accidents? Do you know how many cars he has totaled from age 16 to 19? 3. Now, I wish I knew what his destiny was going to be between 16 and 19. Perhaps I would have done different things. But what I've learned, one accident after another, how to deal with the trauma, how to deal with I mean, let's face it. Your son gets into an accident, and your first concern is, well, is he injured? And then your second concern is, Jesus Christ, how much is it going to cost me to fix the car? What am I doing allowing a 16-year-old?
Tell me, why is your son had 3 accidents and he is still driving?
I think it's karma. No, no. Why is he still driving? Because he is a good driver. The problem is he has lack of attention. He has something that called attention deficit disorder. And every time he has had an accident, he has had someone in the vehicle with him.
Oh, really?
And that's where I think the problem comes in. He's paying attention to more than 1 or 2 things at a time. Perhaps music is on, perhaps he's talking, perhaps all these things are going on, and he maybe is not the best person to be a multitasking type person. And
Maybe he's not the best person to be driving.
Well, I'm going to leave that up to other people to decide that. I think he's a good driver. When I'm with him, he's been a good driver. He is used to driving his truck, which is a 4x4 Toyota that can't get a lot of speed. When he is driving the more quicker picker-uppers or the quicker cars like the ones that we had, our family cars, he's not used to that type of speed, and I think that was some of the problems.
Now I understand why you are a defender. You defended it for 5 last minutes. Okay, tell me what what came from his accident.
What came from it? A different perspective. A different perspective. Each time that this happened, I had to look and ask these same questions. Why do I even let him drive? Why don't I just, confiscate his privilege? Why do I just call the state and say, look, this kid is not safe to be on the road. Get him off the road. What can I do to keep him off the road? But that's a knee-jerk reaction, I would think. Getting back to destiny, it's the perception of things that are occurring at that moment and how you deal with it. Can you influence destiny? Of course. But again, I submit to you that there are certain things that all of us are predetermined to go through, to reach a point in our lives. It's planned, but it's not in concrete. And again, let me get back to this A
tell
to
me,
B. Go ahead.
How to read the message correctly? Because sometimes we just cannot understand the message.
A lot of times we need time and we need distance. When we're involved in something, a lot of times it's a traumatic experience that we're going through. Now, we're talking about an accident. You're in trauma. I mean, your whole system is keyed up. You're protecting your body, you're protecting your mind, and so your thought patterns are more of self-preservation rather than, I hate to say spiritual preservation or preservation of what is best for you in the long run. Your first reaction is, save myself. This is a threat to my system. I must react some way. And a lot of times that first reaction is not the best action, and that's where destiny can come in and you can have influence on it.
What about luck?
Luck. I think you can help create your own luck. And what I mean by that is to see that certain things in life happen if you want it to happen. What the heck is he talking about?
Yeah, right.
All right. You can decide whether to be open or closed-minded. And I submit to you that when you become open-minded to a force that is around you, some people call it the supernatural God or nature, you open yourself to it and you will bear good fruit. And you'll see the fruit that comes from good actions. You also see some bad ones if you don't follow that source, that force is around you. We're going to come back shortly now, and we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to get into karma. Don't go away.